Why is nobody talking about this video?
So at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front of President Tinubu and said all sorts, anyway, I am not beholden to you. My job is accountability.
You are too small for me to report you to the president.
No, but they are empirical.
You are too small.
Minister, let me speak. Minister, let me speak. I have empirical evidence. The world watched it on the commission of the project when you mentioned the questions I asked you to the president. That was reporting me to the president officially. The world watches, so you don't need to dilly-dally about the empirical facts. I don't talk without facts, Minister. You know, when I have my facts, I talk. And I insist on my question when I ask on cost.
Let me only address you.
Minister, you will not allow me speak. The problem is you will not allow me speak. You spoke for over 20 minutes, over 10 minutes.
Because you don't know what you are speaking.
But let me speak. Let me speak. You will not. You will not allow me speak. You see, if you can just keep quiet and be calm and just allow me speak, I'll be happy. All right. So my question still persists as regards the cost per kilometer. You cannot tell me that we don't have a right to know the cost per kilometer. Even if it's an undulating landscape, give us all the facts and the details of the cost per kilometer. That's all we'll ask for. Other questions as regards the loans taken. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Listen to me.
Minister, you will not allow me to speak. The minister will not allow me to speak.
No. Don't do that with me.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
I was in your studio.
Minister will not allow me.
And when the first section was on, and I ran the figures. And what you're asking us is 750 kilometers of coastal highway. We should tell you cost per kilometer, so you multiply by 750. That's nonsensical.
Imagine.
No, so tell me the cost per kilometer. There's nothing too hard for you to tell me that figure. You've not still told me that figure, so I was right on that point. The second point,
because you don't understand anything.
The second point I'm trying to make is
you don't understand anything. I'm a professor in this field.
Okay.
You don't understand anything.
What university gave you professorship in this field?
You cannot ask me to tell you a cost.
What university gave you professorship in engineering? I didn't know you were Professor Mai, Minister. I didn't know. So, please,
I'm professor in practice.
In practice.
I'm professor in practice.
Okay.
I understand engineering very well. And you have no knowledge of what you're asking.
If you will let me...
You have no knowledge.
If you will let me ask
So you keep quiet.
Okay.
And then stop, you know...
Minister, it's all right. Keep dignifying yourself and let the world see you for who you are. If you allow me speak, the other 100 kilometers that you said they've added to it, we would like to know the cost per kilometer of that one.
Yes.
And the Winsome Homes, the case is in court. Now, I would like to know the cost per kilometer for that one. I would like to also know the over 700 billion first tranche of loan you guys got for this project. Has the money been spent? How was the money deployed? I would also like to know. I would also like to know the terms of that loan. All right? How many years? What's the payback period? What's the payback moratorium of that loan? And for the Winsome Homes, isn't it interesting that as somebody that's been a governor in the state, you know the law, a case is in court, and then you're coming to talk about the details of the cases in court. Because you denied that the case was not in court. Now you've already accepted that the case is in court. So is it not just better you thrash it out with the woman that has been reporting a case in public that we all heard, and I ask you questions based on that?
Yes.
So, Minister, just answer the questions. I've got no axe to grind with you. You know that. We've spoken many times. In fact, when your people called to book, I booked them, and I said you should come on air. So please just tell us those information. It's very important, Minister.
Minister, no talking.
When I say all these our politicians don't see us finish. This
I'm
David
not
Umahi, when they talk about this coastal highway, Aerofly, they ask them, say, which are the money, we can talk how to spend this money, how to take this, but how to deploy this money, how to borrow. Enough of the talk. Then the next thing when they annoy me again, he say, Aerofly is too small to discuss him with the president or report him to the president. You see how these politicians stay serious? More can just see how politicians stay serious. Aerofly one is a newscaster. When Aerofly say, I demand to know, he's speaking for everybody, for Nigerians, because the world they watch Aerofly. You understand? But this David Umahi, at the end of it, they lie, say, in a professor. Then they ask you, say, professor in what? Which school? Now you get your certificate as a professor. You say professor in practice. Hey, God. Aye. Integrity, now something. But you see, this is our prayer to tell you how stupid and how foolish they are. Just see the way this man come. disgrace and embarrass itself for national TV. This to tell you that our politicians have nothing to offer us, but the so-called stupid money mongers who are still following these politicians, they will keep supporting this rubbish. Now China now build railway in 9 hours. China complete railway in 9 hours. But see what our useless politicians, see what they do. Coastal highway when they don't destroy people's house. At the end of it, Aerofy the answer and question. He just they make fool of himself. He don't even get idea of engineering. They just put on for there because of being a politician. Paddy. How this kind of country want to work? Somebody who did not study civil engineering, who does not know anything about engineering, and I give this person project, make it go handle to do road. The reason why our roads they get potholes everywhere and our road they spoil all the time is because these so-called politicians who they handle this project doesn't have any single idea about it. They don't even know which and which go give you. They just feel they bring the expert to come and do this road. The expert will do the road well, but you don't know it's what you put in. You must know the work. Anybody when no work, when they supervise work, watch that work when you see how that work they be. But if you don't know work, you don't know what they go supervise. There. You see our politicians, you see how useless they are. This David Umahi, he just come this national TV to expose that he has nothing upstairs. To expose himself that he has no brain. These are the kind of politicians who are ruling us. Who they don't see us finish, they talk, say, Rufai is too small. See where Rufai handle and calm him. Make him make fool of himself on national TV. Now, so now they expose ourselves every time. But the gullible, useless Nigerians, who they hungry, who they fight for their belly, we keep supporting this kind of rubbish.